Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in, everyone. How are you all doing? It is good to see your lovely faces once again. Hello, BNSF 4715, Hagen, Bryan, USS Cleveland, DC area, Railfan, Georgia Trainz, CSX Guy, Septifan, Matt Z, which I'll be in a Discord call here momentarily, Rosetta and Dylan with the 1 month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Santa Fe Switcher, TRK Gaming, Georgia Trainz. Already said your name. Nasser, Jaden, how are you guys doing? Welcome on in. Ooh, look, I got new overlays. I wonder if they work. We got to get new subscribers. We'll see if they pop up. We can all say hello. And we'll see if anyone does any super chats or... I don't know what the sponsor thing is. The tipper thing, I don't have that set up either. But I guess I'll probably get rid of that and maybe switch it out with something else. But how are you all doing on this fine Wednesday? I didn't stream at all here on the WITs last week, except for the podcast. I know, it's awesome, isn't it? What do I use to stream? That is OBS. When did you get that new UI at the top? Just today. Literally put that together before stream. I swear every time I keep trying to make a blank map, either it looks so blurry and either keeps breaking. I'm not sure how and why. Weren't you able to look in DMs about the pic I sent about the problem? When did you see this into the DM? Hello TNT, how are you? Now what is the purpose of this stream? Exactly as it is. You can ask me anything you want to know, and if I do know everything about that said question, then I will answer it to my fullest ability. And I'll also have probably Z backing me up as he comes into staff channel, if he does anyway. He's not obligated to, but you know. 2023 is a very bad year for derailments. And if you guys want any tips or anything, you want to learn how I do certain things, let me know. We have 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. And then tomorrow, for all of those that are in the members club, this is everybody in the members club. It just starts up at like $2.99, I believe. But anybody in the members club, you'll be getting exclusive of the live stream for the On Down the Line podcast, episode 2.
Starring me and Z. Got some special guests in this next episode. We're going to be talking about the big elephant that's in the middle of the United States. That is CPKC. So that's going to be really fun. Well, you mean the giraffe?
The giraffe, yes.
Because it's just like a giraffe. It's just like, you get the KCS part that's down there. Then you get a long neck. And then you just get the head of CP. I have a mention somewhere. I don't know where.
What does my Roots power plant look like? I don't have that set up yet. That's going to be in the big city of Riverton. They're nowhere near that place. I don't know about any paint schemes, but we'll be throwing our ideas about in the On Down the Line podcast. That's going to be exclusive to all the members until we get the first season recorded, and then it'll come out in episodic stuff public to everybody. So if you guys want to be there and be a part of the conversation, check out that member thing, because we're going to be looking to chat and getting anybody from the chat to help us out as well.
Which I won't be able to see, because members only.
That's true.
I'm not a member.
How do you get the... somebody gives Z a membership, but... how do you get the CSX ET44s? Good question. Can't answer that. But,
actually, funny enough, you mentioned that. I used that for a kit bash I made.
Yeah, these are kit bashes. And what we did here was actually do a little bit of modifications using 3ds Max and chopped off bits and pieces of the AC6000's hood threw some little tidbits here and there and threw it on a Gevo. Boom, boom, boom. You got your tier 4. It's not completely accurate, obviously, but you'll be getting some accurate ones here real soon. Don't worry. Jordan Rails is going to be
making them eventually.
Giving that thirst to everybody.
And I just...
That's cool.
Funny enough, I used the ARN from the ET44 because it looked more accurate to the CN.
Yeah.
ES44, which I was trying to create because
they're going to run CP 2816 across all 3 countries. I don't know. Again, we'll be getting into that discussion on the On Down the Line podcast. So
I didn't to say this for Santa's Face Switcher. I know I said it in the chat, but just you made the comment to Chris about what did he think about the Whittle short line Conway Jeep.
The Conway Jeep. I thought that was very adorable.
I don't know about him, but I think same. It is very adorable. Like I want that.
I want that.
I want that in Trainz. It's not that it's a scenery object, so I can just place it down somewhere and be like, just pat on the head and be like, you sit there.
I want it as an actual like little thing for my wooden Thomas the Tank Engine stuff back when I was like 5.
I do it too.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is this stream is not exclusive to members only. However,
oh my God, plushie, yes.
A plushie of a Conway Jeep. That'd be awesome.
Actually, I'd want something. I'd want something different, but just this Whittle short line plush Jeep. That would be adorable.
So first things first, somebody asked me they were having trouble with TRC. So we're gonna go into full depth first thing. About TRC, I'll give you a full rundown on how to fully set up your TRC crossings, and hopefully this will help you out in the best way possible. So, let me first turn down the music, because I feel like it's being a little loud, and I feel like I have to yell over it, which I'm already a loud person as is. But, let's go create us a crossing, shall we? So I actually wanted to redo these crossings through here anyway. Well, not that, and yeah, that one scares me. But I'm gonna go ahead and delete these TRC triggers. Excuse me. And we'll go ahead and delete these TRC scenery object crossings. How you doing, Mario? It's good to see you. We're doing pretty good. But first, we want to use our scenery object. Of course, I still have all of Reggie's stuff, but I don't use Reggie's stuff because it's Reggie's stuff. But TRC Crossing, exactly. We're going to use something you can find on the download station, which is the TRC US. I think I passed it. I think it was up here. Yep. We want to use the TRC. What's up, Shooter? How you doing? We're going to use this guy right here. We're not going to use an overhead. But you want to set up your crossings and how you want them. How do you want them to look? Where are you at? Where are you wanting? Where do you want them? So plop them down. Fix them up. Make sure not to get them too close to the track. But I don't know if it's my computer, but when go past 50 miles an hour, my game crashes. Alright, that I have no idea. Have you tried turning down your settings? We're going to use the TRC4 trigger. Now, with the newest triggers and how they're supposed to be set up, some people used to set them up like this. Some people used to set them all the way back here. If you look at my old projects, I'd set them up like way far away for some reason. But the way that I set them up now, and how I get them to work so good, flip them. Boom. Flip it. Have the outer edges pointing away from the crossing. Right? Right. So now we need to name this crossing. So we're going to call the first trigger DT204 and 1. It doesn't need to be exactly DT204 whatever. I'm just throwing down some numbers, that way I don't have another crossing somewhere that has the same exact number. You know what I mean? So we're going to do DT204 and 1. That's going to be our first trigger. And the way that I want this set up, this is going to be on the main. So I want this to be about 450 meters. And always use 50 meters unless it's a very big crossing.
always use 50 meters. And for the rear. That way when the train fully gets off the tracks, the gates will then start to go up. It's really all depending on how big your crossing is going to be. If you really need to know how big your crossing is going to be, you can actually go into your tools, bring out your ruler, and if you set it to where you can see it in meters, then that helps too. But I have it set to real scale, so we'll have 41.6. So you could downsize that to how many meters, whatever. Boom, boom. I usually use just 50 for a 2-lane road. So we got 450 and 50. That's going to be how we're going to set up the rest of these triggers. But we want to copy DT204M1. Check. Go to the next one. Oh. This is going to be DT204 and 2, since it's our second trigger, but this is on the siding, so I want this to be, they're going to be going slow over here, so we're going to do 250 and 50. Not 503. Not 560. 50. And go to the next one. Same thing, but we're going to make it DT204 and 3. 250. And 50. And lastly, DT204 and 4. 350. No. This is the main, so it'll be 450 and 50. So, all of our triggers are now set up. This road actually is a no traffic road. I have that set up specifically because I don't want traffic going down through here.
I will say this: you can set it to 0 now for automatic detection. There was a bug with it, with people who have unified driver surveyor.
Oh,
switching it back
where it would like go like crazy high numbers.
1600, yeah. He fixed that in the latest version of TRC.
Okay, so he fixed that. So you can actually set that to 0 now, and for the automatic detection thing. But I do that for more accuracy. But what we want here now, say if you have traffic on this highway, right? Let's put us down a traffic stopper. Now, for traffic stoppers, it's really all dependent. If you want to do separate traffic stoppers, you can do separate traffic stoppers. But to make sure you don't have any, like, roads, or not roads, but cars stopping in the middle of the freaking track, I usually use a TRC traffic stopper that has multiple tracks. So, for example, this is a 2-track system, but I want to use a 3-track system just to give it enough space. Or if you really, really want to, you can go with the 2-track system. It's really all dependent on how big your crossing is going to be. And hell, if you really wanted to place down this crossing before placing down the track, you could actually set the track over where the invisible track is. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't really help it in that case. It's just going to stop your cars, right? That's all you want. So say, for example, if I was using this this traffic stopper, we're going to also click the properties of it, make it DT204 and 5. Because that's going to be the 5th interval in this crossing setup. And then now we just need to set up the crossings. So the crossings be the same exact ordeal. At the name, make sure it's DT204 and 6. And I'm going to set these to the bell will ring while the gate is closing and then stop. Same thing with this one. DT204 and 7. The bell is going to ring while the train is coming and stop. And you can also set how many tracks there are. There are 2, so we're going to set that up. Hello, some numbers. How you doing? Boom, boom, boom. Our crossing is now legal. But,
That's now legal.
Let's see. What's up, Dip? How you doing? Let's go ahead and test it out. We'll put down some actual highway that actually has traffic on it.
Give it no space. Know how to get professional mode for IM editor. Let me switcher. I don't. Is there a professional mode?
I have no idea.
Okay, I don't know either. I use IM editor, but I've never seen a. Is there a professional? Oh no. Okay, so Santa Fe switcher. What you do is you go into the settings and you check mark professional mode. Hey, 1776.
Alright, so let's test out this crossing, make sure everything works properly. I'm going to keep her in DCC mode. Turn the lights on. See? Whoa. Okay. Hello, Ebony of Excellence. How you doing? We'll throw her up, and if everything works correctly, we should see this crossing go off. The traffic will stop. Here we go. Okay, so the traffic's not stopping. Why the traffic isn't stopping, I have no idea. I think that trigger itself is not... Wait a minute. I know what's going on here. Hold up. It's not... It's the roads. So my highway wasn't connected.
That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
Yep, it wasn't connected, so that's why they were just going through it. So now our crossing's working. And look, traffic stopping.
Oh, whoops. That's probably why it's not working.
Exactly.
You know those moments when you realize you have something aliased wrong and you just feel dumb? I had that moment.
You had that moment?
I was trying to fix up this. I was trying to get the marker lights to work. And I was like, why aren't they working? I just realized it's alias to basically default, which is the ARN.
Right.
Not the locomotive, where the marker lights actually are. It's like, oh, maybe I should do that.
How do you put those Coronas on 1776? I'm not the person to ask. That is Z.
Funny enough, as I'm working on a...
That one I did not do.
Most of the spirit units you did not do.
That's true. This isn't default traffic. I actually use right-hand drive DES.
Which for me somehow is broken. Because... What's his name?
Like, there's
That's a Denton, right?
Yeah, this is Denton.
I love there's a shadow where the invisible track is.
Where the invisible track is, and then when you go into driver mode, it's gone.
It's just a line.
It's a very tall RB sign, but it's done that way. That way they can see it over here from the interstate. But same with the Wendy's. Either way, so the next one was, what is the best way to save your game when you edit the route or session or after driving a session? I did a lot of work on a route and then I lost all that work. Huh? Well, normally all dependent on what you're doing. Every time, especially if you're using integrated driver to surveyor, excuse me, when you can do Control S, you can save your route. But like if you're going from like say for example, I placed down this tree in the middle of this parking lot, right? I placed down this tree, but every time, like say if I was to close out of this game or if the game was to crash right now, I'd lose that tree, right? But if I go into drive session and now it's created a what's the term? It's a ghost save in the game. And so if the game was to crash now, it would ask me, would you like to return where I was? It would, and this tree would still be here in the middle of the parking lot. Or, for example, if you are doing a driver surveyor, you can also do, like say for example, I just hit, escape, save, do not save session. I never save sessions unless I'm actually creating a session. 9 times my stuff is all in edit the route. Hello, Sean. How are you? On the route layer. I barely ever do anything on the session layer unless I'm actually creating a session. But most of my stuff is all here. When will Z make 1827? Never. I forbid him.
Shh. Oh. Okay.
Don't give it away. We cannot let them know. But,
I'll make a different 1827.
yeah, there you go. Make it the McDonald's unit. You want to know how to create a...
How do you mention that?
Oh my god. I was
There is
hoping you wouldn't have a
there is an
room.
There is an F40 that Lionel or someone did a long time ago.
Is there going to be sessions for the Conway? Of course, whenever phase 1 of the Riverton is complete, and when we do get ready to release everything to the public, I'm going to create some sessions using Conway content and freeware content you can get off of the download station. That way you guys can have some things to roam around and do, as per se. We got some major announcements too coming up here really soon, so please make sure to keep your eyes peeled, and if you're not already a part of the WIT Simulations Discord, then make sure to join the WIT Discord. Hey.
I just DM'd you. I could make that.
Oh my god. The bum,
I know.
bum, bum. Well, when life gives you lemons.
Do. Hey! Oh my god, the amount of tabs I have open that are just CN Chivos.
In Wish, I hope DES gets non-honking cars. You know you can replace the cars, right? You just got to use traffic-enabled vehicles. It's just all depending on going through and finding which ones are the ones that honk and removing them from the equation. That is the tricky part. Imagine this. CSX SD70 AC rebuilt as a heritage unit. No one CSX? Probably not.
Yeah, because that's being done at Huntington. And from what has been heard, Huntington wants nothing to do with
EMD.
Mm-hmm.
It's GE or nothing. But I'm pretty sure we may actually get...
It's nerve or nothing.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure we may actually... See, it's the CSX's, you know, big GE fanatics. We might see... sorry, Wabtech, whatever. Excuse me. But, like, we might see some CM44s reskinned into a heritage. You never know.
I bet you. No, watch, they'll do it.
I bet you
Watch,
there might be one or two.
They'll probably come out. They'll probably come out in like primer, more than likely, and ship Dead and Toad to Waycross.
Yeah.
Then Waycross will paint it, because I don't think, as much as I'd hate to say it, Wabtech doesn't do special painted units.
Yeah.
Or haven't done special painted units for anybody. Kind of an effect of the only special painted units they did was literally the CN 100th anniversary units.
Yeah.
And that literally was just them taking the CN paint, slapping a red square, and just putting on it and lettering CN 100. That was it.
There you go.
So it's one of those things. If I think really, I don't think they do that. More of the fact of when NS did their heritage units, they got the limited primer.
Yeah.
So.
Will, what type of hard drive did I use? I don't use a hard drive at all. I am pure SSD. Solid state. I didn't want there to be any interruption between me and my game. Games.
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 Games with a Z.
Games with a Z. There you go. There's our new show coming out.
Games with a Z, where we played non-train games.
It's Games with Z.
That'd be an interesting series to have us. Who knows? Say in the chat, would y'all like to see it as a members exclusive thing? That'd be uploaded. Random episodes of me doing random games.
Where is CSX 1976?
If y'all interested in that, let us know. And if I get the motivation, I'll do it. I'll record a few episodes.
You wanna see how to build a coal mine? I mean, the way that I do it. Here, let's go. Let's just throw this one down somewhere. I have plenty of freaking coal mines as it is on the Riverton route, but we'll throw us another down. We'll go into our blank area here.
So first and foremost, let's get us some topography going on here. Let's create us some little hills, create us something that they're going to be mining from, right?
Get some topography.
Well, topography. But a lot of the ways, everybody has their different ways of doing topography, making hills and stuff. But here is how I do it. Literally set everything to its highest and maximum. I want maximum effort in creating this hill, right?
Maximum power.
So what we're going to do is just take our, click, go in a circle. Make sure you go in a circle for a little bit. Right. Cool. And then we're going to use the plateau tool. Keep everything at sensitive. Like your radius and your sensitivity, keep all that high. Now this is what happens if you just hold in your button. That's not a hill we want. No. So, here's what we want to do. We want to grab a hold of like one of the tops here and just click. You're just barely clicking. You're not holding. Click and drag. Just click and drag, right? Now you can click and just drag out. It's just really all depending on how big and how versatile you want your hills. And so we're just gonna click, drag, click, drag. Make us a nice little hill here, right? Right. I have no idea why I'm doing the accent, but whatever. Comment on your NS Conrail Days stream. What track or tracks did you use to fill in Altoona? Because I'm missing track splines that make Altoona look empty. It's all the NS track. If you read in the there's another file that you can download other besides the thing, besides the root on the forums. There's another folder that has its dependencies, and in that dependencies is all of its track. It's using all the NS track. Or if you really have just a bunch of missing track, or if missing track splines, then you can go into the bulk asset replace, click the missing track spline, whatever, and then drag over the track you want to replace it with. Bippity boppity boop, you got your track. But is a hill necessary for coal mining? Yes, kinda. Unless you're in the Powder River, but no, that's also coal mining. So yeah. The NS.
It's a Powder River basin. It's a basin, not a. That means it's hills. Still hills.
Still hills. So what we're going to do now, we're going to. So if we're creating a coal mine here, we're creating a tipple. I'm basing this off of Eastern Kentucky tipples, which you can usually find off of the sides of hills, just like this right here. We want to create us enough little room here. Make it quicker. You want to use we'll use the use height, because usually they'll have big cutouts like this, all depending on the location. Have a hill-based mine, exactly. There's a game called Derail Valley. It's a funny game. I haven't tried it, actually. So, let's throw us down some, let's see. So, in
actually,
this one, we're going to use some...
I would have made note if you were to have done the, if you were to have picked up the game, I would have suggested picking it up like last week.
Oh. I'm broke.
Well,
Why do you think I'm a streamer?
Oh no, I say that because there's a new update coming out in June. The simulator update, adding a whole bunch of new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But because of it, they raised the price up of the game.
Ah.
It was originally $20. Now it's $40.
Ah. That's lovely. But either way, so these, what I just put down is called a coal stacker. They're default in the game. If not, if you can't find it, try to look it up on the download station. You bought Derail Valley a couple of weeks ago. If you're thinking about getting it, get it now, because a huge update is going to be released next month, and the prices are going to double.
Well, actually, it's already doubled.
It's already doubled. Most anticipated upcoming JR local release. Me personally, I'm ready for the Union Pacific content. I'm ready for some CSX.
Everything.
I'm not buying another thing from Jointed Rail until they bring me some CSX. Our mods is doing it right. They're doing CSX first.
I'm waiting, like, literally, I'm just sitting. I have, like, for the NS Heritage units, I have, like, $50 in my Venmo, just waiting for JR to release them.
There you go. So we have our coal stackers. Now, most of the time, these guys are usually connected. What are they connected to? Conveyors. So we're going to use a conveyor, and this is conveyor 01, also found default in TRS 19, or if not, look it up on the download station. The queue, if you can see it, is in white at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. What we're going to do is raise the spline height, and then we can take that spline height, grab our get vertex height, apply vertex height, boop, and then boom, we have our conveyors all connected, making it look like it's pretty awesome. Hold in shift right in the middle if you're going to use a 3-stack system. Take it up. And then we're going to do the same here. We're going to apply the vertex to the one in the middle. That way it's coming down. And then we're going to take this one, put it slightly in the hillside. Now you can add some more stuff up here, or you can make it look like that the mine's coming from an underground mine up through air. There's some stuff you can do. If you want to go into full detail, then there's all sorts of buildings and stuff you can add. It's really fun, but this is just a basic setup. Now, from the coal mines, you usually have a coal loader, or as what we call a loadout. So we're going to use a JR's Mountain. Oh, I'm in splines. JR Mountain. I'm going to use the Mountainside coal loader, because this is the one that's probably the most accurate coal loader that I've probably ever seen for Trainz. Right? Hello, Union Pacific 1973. How you doing? Also, to all the members, are you guys excited for the next episode of the On Down the Line podcast that is going to be exclusive to you guys and all members? I mean, all members starting tomorrow for episodes 2 through 10 before we get done with season 1. But let's see. What do we got coming up here? So now we got our coal loader all set up and ready to go. Now let's go ahead and take and create us the here we go. We're going to take the FG MOV load. This is coal, and it only loads coal at 5 miles an hour. It has an animation and everything, but make sure you set it up where you want it before you put it underneath the loader, because it will, if you try to put it underneath the loader and then try moving it, it will move the whole loader as well. These are two separate assets.
You try and do it, you will not have a good time.
Exactly. You'll be sitting there fighting everything, or you could be a smart man and like lock it all down in another layer. But I don't do that because I'm lazy. But let's put us some track down and make sure check out how everything works. Let's grab us. I've done 76 turns, so let's take 3194. It was recently on a coal train, so why not?
Actually, it's still on a coal train, C316.
Oh, well, there you go.
It goes from 70. It went through the Abbeville. I'm hoping it comes back. Leading south through the Abbeville. I'd love to get that then.
That'd be very nice.
I've seen it trailing. I've never seen it leading.
I've seen it
well,
leading,
again,
but I haven't seen it moving leading.
Well, I mean, then again, I've never seen any of the... I've never seen any of the... whatchamacallit? Pride and Service motors leading. Like in freight service. I've seen 911 and 1776 on the... whatchamacallit? I saw them at Spencer when they were on display. I saw them run around then, but beyond that, I've never seen them running in freight service.
So let's first we're going to test out the coal loader, make sure everything is working properly. We got some coal hoppers behind 3194 here. Been watching you for a long time and just now joined the Discord. Welcome on in, my friend. Welcome on in.
Welcome on into the Discord.
For hanging out with us. But let us go ahead and check out this really quick. Make sure everything's working here.
In order to pass the toll, you must answer these questions 3. What is your favorite color?
But this loader that I use only will load trains if it's under 5 miles an hour. Well, there's all sorts of little things that you can add to bring your coal mine more to life. You can add some equipment up here. I'll give you some examples here momentarily. Let's just make sure that this is working. Do you rail fan the NS Greenville District, Zeke?
Not as often as I used to. I used to pop in every once in a while.
All right, well,
But
something's already not right with this loader because it's loading cars a whole car length away.
At least it's loading it.
That's true.
But no, I used to rail fan. Actually, heck, I started rail fanning on the Greenville District, really enough. But just traffic died off, unfortunately. It's just one of those things of it ain't worth going on there. That's why I stay mostly in Atlanta. No.
Thanks for the info. Can you tell me what a runtime error is and how to fix that?
Oh, that could mean a variety.
That's
of things.
yeah, that could be a whole bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's all depending on what all is going on in the background, really. But yeah, you could add some, let's add some, no, not PSR.
There's a manif.
SAP underscore
There's a manifest
SAP
going
construction
into
equipment.
Yep. There's a manifest going in the way across that has a GADX MP15.
Ah, very nice. What was the numbers of 911 and 1776 before renumbering? 911 was 911.
911 and 1776 was 3112.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing.
I like using the SAP construction equipment. Remember, you can download everything SAP-wise from the download station. And SAP has some awesome content. Now, obviously I'm not keeping this mine, because I already have enough mines as is. Enough places to go and load your coal trains along the Riverton and Conway districts. The tiny town for Astoria, Ohio have 3 rail lines. 1 is an NS, and 2 are CSX Railroad Park. They 3 diamonds. Ah, very nice. No problem. No problem. Really fun things about some future projects that we have planned, or that I have planned rather, for our next Railfan series, which is just going to be like a Railfanning module, much like the Folkestone Railfan module, of which you can get from the WITsimulations.com, which the website is in the link description below. If you haven't already checked it out, please make sure to go check it out. We got some major stuff getting ready to get shot out to all of you. And I literally mean it's about to shoot you in the face with content.
Mine's all depending on whether or not
I really do need to update the picture of the week. I forgot about that. I forgot that I made that a thing on there. Like ages ago. You're currently building a Rock Island themed route. You know what? You know what's fun is same.
Yeah.
Ooh, you guys want to see a secret? Wouldn't be really much of a secret if I show it out loud, would it? But either way, do not save session. Yeah, check.
But no, I have plans for I think 1 release. It just all depends on if I can get it done before I head out of town. If I can't, then it'll probably be pushed to the next release.
So here we are with the very beginnings of what I believe is going to be a very fun project after the Riverton Phase 1 is complete. If anybody knows where this is referencing from. I have seen, we had a whole podcast episode about CSX New Heritage Unit. And there's going to be more to that podcast here, starting here tomorrow. It's going to be live for members only. Starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As long as everything goes well, anyway.
No.
But seeing how the, who all knows where this is at? Do you know where this is at?
I know what the project is, but I'm not going to say anything for two reasons. One, because you've already, told me about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Two, I've never been on it, so it's one of those things of I could say something about it, but I don't really know the area. That'd be a fun little open rail session to do.
That would be a fun open rail session to do. No, it took me a while to download every freaking thing for it, though. Nope, this is not Georgia. Georgia. This is not a CSX route either, even though CSX can be seen in it. The area is fake. It's the LaSalle Rockford and Central Railroad from MSTS. Exactly. But it is going to be pretty much in the heart of the Midwest. It's based out of Illinois. And we got a lot of things, a lot of projects in mind. And this is just going to be the start. I'm going to do everything in the back this way first before we move on to Rockford. So this is the very beginning of what is going to be the LaSalle, Rockford, and Central Railroad. I would show you guys, would you guys want an open rail stream where we get on the LaSalle, Rockford, and
that'd be I could get all the equipment for it, which is not hard to do because it's everything is whatchamacallit. A lot of Danny Beck's old stuff is now freeware.
Yeah.
So we could just go get it all set up.
That'd be fun. But yeah, this is going to be a very fun project to do. I can't wait to start head first into this project. I think it's going to be... I've done this as a promotional picture. I got everything set up. You can actually see this exact same area from the actual LaSalle. Not the actual, but the MSTS version of the said route. So that's going to be really fun. And again, guys, this is Q&A. You guys can ask anything you want. And this is tips and tricks. If you guys need to want to see, there's a good one. When will the reskins start to be made? When the route is near complete. And you can't ask me that. You gotta ask the beautiful Skinners of WIT.
And I say to that, it's the same question to what whatever that Darth Vader knockoff guy in Spaceballs says to the other guy. Just when will then be now?
When will then be
Soon.
now? Can you have some tips with reskinning? All right, Z, go ahead, take it.
Tips with reskinning. So, in what terms? I asked that. What terms do you mean in terms of what tips do you want? Because I could start spouting off random stuff. I could start going into stuff, and then all of a sudden it's go be crazy tinfoil hat man.
Please be
okay.
tinfoil hat man.
It's a conspiracy, man. They're all trying to make. They're filling the waters.
The crossings are a little unrealistic, but look at you, Mr. Smart Man.
That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Sorry. So, was it like the CSX? Okay. So, my advice I would give when it comes to the CSX Pride and Service units, I would say, in my best opinion, if you're not good at reskinning, like if say you've only been doing it for about a month or so, I'd say I'd start small. Maybe do like a single colored unit, like for example weirdly enough an NS locomotive. Do an NS locomotive. That's a good one. You just find the logos, do NS, try and do it the best you can. Work up from that and make sure you're comfortable with one thing first before you start advancing into more complicated into more complicated reskins. Like for example, if you wanted to do a BNSF motor, try doing that if you feel more comfortable working on something like that before you go higher and higher, because the more you practice reskinning locomotives, the more complicated, the more you can be able to do stuff easily. Like, I'll tell you, when I first did 911, and a lot of people, actually not many, weirdly enough, Chris is the only one that's ever seen the original 911. When I first made it back then. When I made that, it was a lot different from what you see in the stream, on the streams. That unit, I had never done something like that, and it was, well, a pain in the butt, truthfully. But you gotta keep practicing and doing stuff that you can get comfortable with, because only then will you be able to make your best work. Like, no, I'm not gonna turn around and say, oh, the Pride and Service units are my best work. No, I have other units that Chris doesn't have that are my best work. But I'd say just try and keep practicing. If you get frustrated, don't entirely give up. Take a break from it, try and do something else, and then come back to it when you feel like you can take this on.
Exactly.
I need a tip. And you can't get perfect in a day.
Practice makes perfect. Remember, you should have seen my original stuff.
I mean, look at heck, look at me now. I'm literally making an actual CN Jivo right now. I wasn't able to pull that off in a day.
And let's see. TNT, I will get your request here momentarily. Seeing how we were already here, I was going to go ahead and set this up since somebody has to do a train race, and I'm just throwing in some stuff for giggles. But
okay, so
I'm gonna make sure they
John
meet
Robinson.
at Folkestone.
John Robinson made a comment. He said, "Kitbash." So kitbashing, in my opinion, is one of those things where it's the same of you gotta practice it, because it's one of those things of you gotta know what you're doing. At the same time, you gotta know, and this may sound like a weird way to say it, you gotta know kind of how to manipulate a model.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, a lot of the kit bashing I do, whether it's putting a horn on 3194 or 1776 and 911, or literally ripping apart an entire mesh of taking off the entire handrails that were for a CSX GEVO and putting ones that are spec to CN and CP. You need to learn, I'd say truthfully, learn reskinning first. Once you advance in once you're really good at reskinning, then go into kit bash. Because kit bashing, you're gonna have to reskin the locomotive to make it look good to whatever you're trying to do. But you need to model, you need to learn how to properly alpha stuff out.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take a day. I mean, I started doing it in 2017 when someone taught me, and then basically I just took off from, I'm not gonna say I took off from there, but I had a little bit of ups and downs because I didn't do that often, and now I'm basically doing it on a daily basis. But
now, guys, I have no idea if this one sequence is gonna be enough area, but we're gonna try to get these guys to blow up the crossings.
Yeah. But no, I think they it's just one of those things. If you gotta practice what you're doing, it's one of those things. If you can ask for help, but you need to learn to trial and error on your own, because you can't. As I said it to someone, you can't do good. You can't do good. You can't figure things out on your own if you're always going to someone else for help.
Exactly.
That doesn't. When you do that, you're basically going to become dependent on someone being like, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? You kind of need to learn to independently figure stuff out. Otherwise, you ain't getting nowhere.
Nope, exactly.
So that's my advice I'd give.
Can't be spoken.
If you have any questions, I'll answer questions about it if I can. Because the problem is, half the time I do a reskin, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just...
He's just winging it.
I'm winging it. That's how I've been able to do this good stuff, is just, I've been winging it.
Well, while we're waiting for our trains, I'll just remember something. Can you show how to make an ethanol or crude oil plant too? I could, yeah. Just do let me do the power plant first.
Did you guys have a decent Wednesday? Well, I mean,
it's hump day. Hump day!
Let's say, well, yeah, that, I mean,
I was gonna say, damn. That but I forget that crossing's all the way over there. Part of the railroad party. There you go. I'll be running, and my slogan's gonna be the good bush.
The good bush.
Yep. Also, I haven't seen if our new notification system even works. To be honest.
I don't even have anybody subscribed.
I don't think we haven't got any.
Well, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna unsubscribe and resubscribe to test it.
Well, actually, I can test it right here. So let's see, member event. Let's see. Let's do a subscriber event. Oh, yep. It gives an event, whoever Charlotte is.
Welcome to the team, Charlotte. Or welcome to the
team.
Welcome to the. Well, no, not really welcome to the team. Welcome to the group. Okay,
that's really cool. What do you guys think of it? And I guess recent sponsors technically supposed to be recent member. Uh-oh, here we go. Is ours? Nope, it's not ours yet. Oh boy. Remember, this is all ATLS systems here.
Mm-hmm.
The only bush that matters.
Because TRC was not working at the time.
It was not. It was borked all to hell. Now, what I can imagine is, like, once we keep creating these Railfan series routes, someone's just going to put them all together on one route, so you could go from Folkestone to Austell to
that place up in Fostoria.
Fostoria, Chesterton.
Then somebody's gonna put, then somebody's
Kevin L.
gonna
there.
come and build and put in. That's what Flame Rails is doing. Putting all railfan areas in one route. Well, I said that idea here live first.
It was my idea. I said it first.
So we have 2 manifests coming south. Technically, I should have done a manifest in intermodal, but I just didn't feel like setting up a intermodal.
Well, I mean, no, there could have been a race between a manifest and a coal. Coal
That's
gets higher priority.
Coal gets higher priority than manifests?
No, I meant manifest, the other way around. Sorry.
Currently, our train is only doing 22 miles an hour, which he's got a medium something up here, so that's probably why. He's about to come around the curve. But I'm pretty sure we're about to get blocked by the the train on this side. I think he's going to beat him. I put them exactly 2 miles apart away from Folkestone. That was the whole point of this race. I wanted to see who was going to be the first to come blasting through Folkestone.
He's gonna beat it. Just beat it.
2 or 3 part horns. I like 3 part horns if they're done right. I love a good echo.
It depends on the unit.
Yep.
Truthfully, for me, it just depends on the unit. Like a Gevo, not really.
Yeah,
Can't really
not
do
really.
well. But an SD, like the old SD70s.
Has anyone ever met Woody Helston and gone railfanning with him out of Austell, or is it just Danny Harmon? I've never.
Okay.
No.
Okay, here's the thing. Not many of them, like, they don't. Like, I'll tell you this because I've seen posts of him. The problem is, a lot of these people, like Woody here. That is a weird way of saying. That is a weird way of pronouncing his name. But Woody Harrison is, from what I've seen on Facebook and stuff, he did not get the name Real Train Chaser by just standing around in one area. He goes everywhere.
Uh-oh, folks, it's lighting up.
So really, it's one of those things of, I think truthfully, I mean, I've never met him. I've never met him myself. I'd love to. Always like meeting new people and places. But it's one of those things of, you kind of just gotta get lucky. It's just like when you go out to go meet, it's just like when you go down to folks and you just gotta be lucky if you want to meet Andy Harmon. And the problem is there's no all-stale rail fest anymore. I mean, the depot's been gone for like 15, gosh, it's been almost 15 years. Or it's been 15 years since the depot's been gone. You know, it's weird to think that it's been that long since the depot was gone.
1776 is at a crawl.
Time flies when you're having fun.
He should be giving a horn, but I had my horn set to the other train.
Yeah. But no, But I mean, heck, what was it? Yeah, no, like, as much as I'd hate to say it with Austell. Well, Austell's a good spot to railfan. It's also been kind of, what's the word?
Yeah, I got you. We'll do that here momentarily.
Mm-hmm. But as much as I love Austell, Austell's kind of gotten ruined by foamers.
I can see
The
that.
problem is just everybody goes there.
You
It's
do
one of
the
those
same
things-
TNT.
Like I remember years ago, I could just go down there, chill for the day, and not run into that many people.
Mm-hmm. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, let me try to remind you, if you haven't already been slammed down your throats already enough. What do you normally do when you start building a route? Literally just come up with ideas. Take some inspiration from off of real places and stuff like that.
You know, that's also weirdly enough. You know who I'm talking about with this. J-Class was talking to me about this because he has his Trainz hard drive, so he's been route building in Trainz again.
Yeah.
He asked me, and I want to ask this to anybody here, because this is something I want to know. And y'all can answer this as truthful as y'all want to. What is y'all's inspiration in route building? What do y'all do to inspire? I know you're supposed to be asking us questions, but I'm gonna ask that to you guys. What is y'all's inspiration in route building? Because everybody has their own way.
Wait till farmers find out about the North Carolina Transportation Museum.
Oh, they already did. Oh. Okay. Funny you mentioned that. Jessica.
There's one going up, isn't there?
Yes, I can confirm. I can confirm from my source that there is a cam going up in Austell. The mount is already being built. Where it's being built at, I don't know. I'd have to go out to Austell and see it. But
Most of the area you live around, easternish Kentucky. Hey, that's my area that I live around. You can't take my area that I live around and make it in a train. That's me. That's my stick.
yeah, but no, they but no, like that's all I knew. I mean, and then again, it's been about a month and a half since I found out, but that's something I need to figure out. I wish I could get more information, but I haven't been out there in a while. So maybe once I get back from my trip in North Carolina, I'll take a trip to. If the cam isn't out by then, if the cam's out by then, well, we'll know where it is.
Yeah. So
Mine is based on what I enjoy.
I was asked to do a power plant of sorts. So what we're going to be using as a beginning is called the power station. These are default. These can be found on, or if it's 90% of it, it should be default. And then I like to use some other things as well. Say if like we want to use like add a couple more substations. Really give that feel that it's getting sent out, that the power is getting sent out, stuff like that. And these all come with tracks already integrated, so you can go ahead and just plop down your track of what you want. And then, say for example, we want to take, let's take a locomotive here. Some CSX. I'm just using CSX because I'm just being purely biased at this point. But
No.
I mean, this day and age, who isn't?
right? Go ahead and hit drive session, play. So we got our fully loaded coal hoppers here. We're gonna just take her slowly over this coal unloader, and then we should see these hoppers unload. Boopity boppity boop. There you have your little power plant. You can add some more stuff in here as well. There's some, like I said, there's all kinds of assets and stuff from SAP
It's just really all depending on going through and choosing which ones that you like to use. 194 equals 164 west moment. What? Here's my question to all of chat. In the WIT Railfan series, which area would you like to see next? In the, I don't think it's gonna unload. That's not gonna unload, so.
Make Chesterton. Train on Chesterton.
Train on Chesterton.
Oh, train on Chesterton.
Train on. We could use a, the FV also has a coal unloader too, so.
Gonna make it even busier. Oh yeah, it definitely is, Jessica. As much as I'd hate to say it, it's gonna make it a lot busier.
No.
But I'm honestly kind of glad that it's kind of doing it at the same time for my own personal reasons that I'm not gonna get into because, well, it involves the person I know who helped get the cam up.
Did Spencer Yard closing kill the NS Greenville Charlotte?
I'll be honest, I don't know. That's beyond my. I don't deal with the North Carolinian stuff.
But seriously, do the S line from Baldwin to Tampa? Okay, give me a DEM file for it. You can ask Z. Everything here from Folkestone, I created purely by hand.
Just Google Maps.
Google Maps.
We spent, what, 2 Sundays literally just having...
3 Sundays just going to town creating this.
Because I think, what was it? We started with... Because I remember we started with, because I had Auto Club up. I had Auto Club Speedway up. We were watching that. And then the next weekend it was Vegas.
Yeah.
And then that following weekend we released it. Which I think was... I have to go back and look and see what it was. I think it was Phoenix that weekend.
And
I don't know.
Posted this picture like to a lot of Discords like, how many highway signs do you need?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that, Jessica. And like I'm excited that there's a cam coming in Austell because really, I'm honestly gonna start rail fanning more in between that area because, well, I'd rather see all the trains flying through at track speed, in my personal opinion.
Well, chat,
but at the same time, we can help out.
Chat, we got 50 minutes left on stream. I was wanting to know if you guys have any other ideas or if you guys have any other questions you want to ask. Which I asked you guys a question. I only got one answer. Which part of the Railfan series from either any of the cams or just in an area that is popular but not, crazy.
You know, that's a good spot. Mapleton, maybe. The Mapleton is just east of Austell. Basically, it's after when they converge, but it's where the Mapleton siding is. It's basically where they run it's basically where they go through at like track speed. For the ones that can go track speed. I remember what's his name? Flame Rails was gonna do that route. Meow.
It's just east of where Flame's roots start.
Actually, and I'll ask this to the people. I'll ask this. I know you asked what rail fence series. I'll ask this for you guys. I'm not now. When I say this, I'm not gonna promise that I'll do it, but I'll ask this to you guys. What would y'all like to see be released in terms of reskin projects? Because I have a CPSD60 in the works. I have a CPSD60 in the works, but beyond that, I don't have much ideas besides maybe 1 or 2 more Conway units. What would y'all like to maybe see? Now, like I said, if I'll look at y'all's suggestions. I'll see if it's possible, if I can do them. But it's not going to be a promise saying during the stream that if I look at it, I'll actually do it, because the problem is I also got to go through all the legal channels of getting the permission to release it. Because I'd rather not get in trouble by JR.
Jessica, wasn't you giving me ideas for the Conrail stuff? Can't remember. I don't want to save. X Seaboard of CSX SD40. Isn't that already done?
I know. Okay. I know. Discord name .isra. He's doing stuff for Wigwag. But I might do my own first. Well, yeah, but I'm just saying he's doing them for Wigwag. But I might in the future make some of my own to release on Witch.
Wait,
like
WITX? A WITX SD60 to promote wins? I can see it now.
Okay, real quickly, I'm gonna make this known. Please suggest stuff that's within freeware.
Yeah, it has to be free. It has to be free.
It has to be within freeware limits. The SD45-2 doesn't count. The M-2, any of the Ace models doesn't count, or the GVOS, because those are considered payware. But like I said, I may do some CSX SD40s based on the era that I'm modeling them in, which would be before PTC, and just after they relocated the horn. So about late 2000s, early 2010s. Like I said, before PTC got added to all of them.
Here's my question real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Which would you guys see? Which would you guys rather? Because I'm indifferent. Would you guys rather see after the phase 1 of the Riverton release? Would you guys like to see me take on, like, go full hog on the Conrail Duncan project, or would you guys rather see the LaSalle Rockford and Eastern, or LaSalle Rockford and Central? Or should we redub it as Eastern? That'd be fun.
LaSalle Rockfish.
I can't do both at the same time. One of them gotta come first.
I don't know why. All I can think of with that is LaSalle Rockford and Central. I can think of just LaSalle Rockfish and Central. When I make rock LSRC stuff, would y'all like that? Make a meme unit of LaSalle Rockfish?
The LaSalle Rockfish, that'd be fun. Throw it as a singular SD40 with one number, that way you can't spam it.
Well, no. And then we have, I just have a picture on the back of a giant crawfish. like you see at those like seafood restaurants, like those giant crawfish and stuff. Just
listen, I'm gonna be having my like smorgasbord of all kinds of stuff
to eat here in the next couple weeks, because reason why we're doing a lot of content and stuff, going to try to get a lot more stuff out to you guys. And again, we got the podcasts, which is members exclusive until the season 1 is fully complete. So, because the reason I'm making it exclusive to members is because, you know, honestly, I really could use the help. So we're doing this for also because I need to do more stuff for the people that actually do support the website and the YouTube. Yeah, so this is all for you guys, just throwing that out there. So only the people that are members of WIT Simulations will get to be in the live stream of the On Down the Line podcast, which the next episode of that is coming to you live tomorrow. So remember, it's for all members. It's not just for the tier class or anything like that. It is for all members. So everyone can come in. It's just you got to gotta be a member. Start out is $2.99. If you could spare $3, you come in and hang out with us, be a part of the chat, and have some fun.
Spare change.
Spare change. That's all it is. Just
No.
Instead of losing $3 in your washing machine, just you know, help out WIT. But
No. All I can think of is just the scene from SpongeBob. Just spare change, ma'am.
Spare change, ma'am. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Squidward.
Yeah, what you got, Jessica? I'm gonna come to you with most of my suggestions for the Conroe Road. Listen, this woman gave me all kinds of stuff for ideas coming out of this yard. Like, Duncan's responsible for a lot of stuff. And you have stinky clothes like Dennis, exactly. Like I said, it's for all members. All of season 1 is going to be, well, all of it's going to be done live for the members, and then after we're done recording the entire season, if you haven't got a taste of what the podcast is going to be like, go listen to last episodes. And when I mean by listen, there's no really big video or anything like. Yeah, it's a video from YouTube, but it's pictures mostly. But we're mostly just, you know, listen to it, see if you enjoy it. If you're going to enjoy it, then yes, this is what we're going to be doing and having some fun. For $420.69, nice. You get access to the beta WIT releases. No, it's not that expensive. We have some tier 3 members here. They don't think it's that expensive. Which I just want to go ahead and flat out just say, I think every one of you guys don't know how much it really helps me out. And it really helps me keep this stuff going, and helps keep the website going. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and all of your support. If you can't support financially, that's fine. If you just want to support us by giving us a like, that's fine. I appreciate that. But make sure you at least hit that like button for me. All I ask is for 30 likes. We're averaging about 30 to 40 viewers per stream. All I'm asking is for 30 likes. That's not too much, is it?
All I can think of is just hearing that Chris being like those people, like, it's just like, give me likes, please!
Please! I beg of you!
I beg of you! Just, please, just 30 likes, that's all I need!
I don't know why I just started going into random, like, building here and... So, since... I'm also, or else Dennis will come hunt you down there. Exactly. So since we just figured out the other day that the hump system, haha, funny jokes, but the hump system here in TRS 19 SP5 is broke.
It's gone woke.
It's gone woke. So what I'm going to suggest is that we put like a few cars and stuff, and you're going to have to do some manual switching, son.
You're gonna have to. Let's see what we can.
Duncan was once a hump yard. Then Conrail idled it. Thanks, Conrail.
Big sad. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Well, we're over here in the shed. All the noise. Wait, 21 people watching, only 15 likes. Big sad. No one likes watching me on Wednesdays. Duly noted.
Well, I mean, it's... well, I mean, then again, all the kitties are probably in bed by now, so...
It's just 8 o'clock.
You'd be surprised! Like, kid you not, you would not be surprised how early some of the kids' bedtime is.
So here's what I suggest doing for TRS 19, since the hump system is literally broke with TRS 19 SP5, and I'm going to believe TRS 22 is also bort. Yeah, I know, and I appreciate that, Jessica. You're probably one of them. You get the gold star. You're the awesome fan of the week.
Just puts a little thing right there. Awesome fan of the week. Just
Awesome
put that.
fan of the week. Exactly. I've got a lovely bunch of heritage units. Do-do-do-do-do. Here they are, sitting in a bunch. Do-do-do-do-do.
Wait, and do it be released? Do.
That's jointed real right now.
Here I got a bunch of heritage units in my...
One
in
unit,
my trailer.
2 unit, all as big as my ass. All as big as my wallet. There you go.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little heritage unit.
I gotta run. My smoke alarm is going off. Oh my god. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go take care of that, CSX guy. Also, thank you for coming.
Later we hear in the news, a house was burned to the ground. We don't know why this fire started. You know, it's weird to see It's weird to see on CSX normal AC-44s in DPU service.
Like YN2 AC-44s in DPU service?
Actually, I don't know. I makes me wonder how many AHs are left in service.
I'd say there's a bunch of AHs still, because AH is related to ACs.
Well, no, only from 497 to 599 were AHs, and
all the 5000 series were too.
Well, yeah, but those were put in Y. 5000s were in Y3.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Only half of the AHs that are in the 500
were in
series.
YN2, yeah.
YN2, so it makes me wonder, because think about it, they rebuilt 10 of them. And a lot of them got repainted over the years. Makes me wonder how many actually are still left.
Wonder what would a NS hybrid livery would look like if it was a thing before Conrail came in?
I'll be back.
Yeah, what if... Here's my question. What if... Okay. Who would be... Well, of course, I wouldn't be able to release anything that came with it. Or that came from the idea. But, like... What would you guys think of a route? Like, say, let's take Duncan here, for example. What if we modernized it? What if we made some Conrail Gevos? Some Conrail AC-44s? We literally have the guy that is doing the RMod's AC-44s and AC-60s in the WIT Simulations Discord. I wonder if I could throw him like, hey, if I give you like a commission, could you make a Conrail AC-44 or a Conrail AC-6000? What if in this world, Norfolk and Western and Southern Railway, of course, they merged, and created Norfolk Southern.
but Norfolk Southern was a flop. Worse than Penn Central. Right? You see where I'm getting at? What if in 1999, it wasn't Conrail who got split, but the Norfolk Southern between Conrail and CSX? What if that alternate reality came into existence? It is worse than PC. Listen, you're not supposed to agree with me. You're just... Well, yeah, you can agree with me, but I'm just asking what do you guys think about that? In your personal opinion. Hey, Beep. Did you make one of your stuff, bro? I don't care. Other things. What? Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome. Huh? Huh? Yeah? You got an abscess? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. I can't barely hear you, you know. What's up, Jack? How are you doing? So, guys, this is what it is. So, CSX never got NYC trackage? Nope. CSX got Norfolk and Western traffic, while the Conrail got Southern. How's that? How's that for an idea? What's up, Hagen? How you doing? So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm doing is manual humping. Take that as you will. But manual humping basically just consists of basically just throwing cars down the track. And switching to lanes of where you needed to go. I need to put some like flange brakes here. Do you guys think you could do manual humping like this? No more than 3 cars at a time, though. It's pretty nerve-wracking. You gotta watch every single thing you're doing. So what is a in your guys' personal opinion, what is the one locomotive that you would like to see one fire department call later? Jesus. What is your own take? What would your favorite? Okay, I don't know how to word this because apparently I'm dyslexic and ADHD as fuck. But what would be your pick of a modern locomotive that Conrail would use the most? If Conrail was still a thing. Oh, I got some derails. Uh-oh. Oh, these guys pushed it a little too hard. That one just completely left. Oh no! What happened? What? Why'd you derail? I think my hill's a little too... I think my hump's a little too steep. I think I humped him just a little bit too hard. That's what she said. Still yet. And they just cut through like a knife. Yeah, apparently. Apply the brakes. Will you brake? Look how hard they're going to slam. See, that was done exactly what I wanted them to. They stopped. But this hill is a bit steep, I have to say. I think my hump needs a little more work. Especially my bowl track. My bowl looks god-awful. It didn't look that bad in TRS in Tane. I had to agree with the L&M part, but I love my Conrail. Oh, I had another derail down there. Should one of us make a yard bigger than Bailey and Flame Rail's mega yard in his WA route? I mean, if you want to, you're more than welcome to do so. What is happening? Why did you go through them? Because they're slamming way too hard is what's happening here. You're a southern guy? I mean, I'm a southern guy, too. I'm from... Why? I'm from the southeast Kentucky. I'm from the L&N side of things, per se. Hey, look! Why are those guys out there? What are you doing? Why are you all the way out there? You're not supposed to be all the way out there. More of a Seaboard fan since you're from southern Indiana? There you go. So, I believe I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make this hump a little bit less drastic. Or see if I can't find something that will slow the cars down as they go down it. Does anybody know a good asset that actually slows the cars down? If that asset as such does exist. Because the actual hump module and stuff like that doesn't work anymore in TOS 19 SP5. Unless there's been an update that I'm unrelated to. The speed retarder, does those actually work? Directional speed retarder. Let's see. So maybe I do this. So 3 meters per second. What is 3 meters per second? We'll have to see. What am I doing? No, I need to go that way. Damn it. And will these even work? That's the question. Is 6 miles an hour? Okay. So let's see if they work. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. So that works. So you can actually do what you need to be doing.
There you go. I has returned.
Hello, we're kicking cars in a hump. That one's coming backwards! Where are you going, my dude?
Oh, they derailed. Cars derailed.
I know they're derailed.
That's probably why they're going backwards.
I've now added speed retarders in there, so it should help that fact. But I just don't understand why this one is coming backwards. Okay, we fixed that derailment. They were slamming into each other at like 30 miles an hour. So I was like, man, I think the hill's a little too big. I don't know. And I added some speed retarders here. Seems like they're working pretty well. But
There's an ST50 on the way across cam.
But remember, the hump module doesn't work anymore, so you have to sort where these cars are gonna go. This would be a hilariously fun multiplayer session if Trainz's multiplayer wasn't so ass.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I really gotta pee. I'm about afraid to leave this thing alone. Here, actually, we'll just do this. I'll uncouple from the, I'll stop the rest of the train. We're gonna ride this guy, right? Let's set him up where I want him to go. And, I'll let you guys see this guy as I run and use the restroom real quick, because I'm busting right now. Be right back.
What is your suggestion? That's some numbers. Well, I'm not route building. I don't do the route building.
Looks like our retarder's just a little too slow. Because look, these guys stopped midway through the yard. What is going to happen? Are they going to connect? Also, Z.
Probably going to derail.
You're probably going to derail at 4 miles an hour. It's at 2 miles an hour actually. My rail driver's reading off.
GP40 with the Conrail nose, chassis system logo, CSX Y3C paint with the website under. Back end having a New York Mohawk. What the?
All right, so Z, I'm gonna ask you the same question because I want to get your opinion on it as well. So, what if, let's say, in 1999, Conrail wasn't the one that was split?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think would get what if Norfolk Southern was the one split between Conrail and CSX?
I'd say probably who had better connection? That's the question. Because I'll be honest, CSX would probably not get Sovereign.
That's what I was thinking too. I think Conrail would have got Southern.
Here's the problem. You get CSX is already in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Add them to Sovereign, you got a monopoly.
Yeah.
So I think Conrail would get that, and NS would get or Conrail would get the CSX would get the N and W portion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. CSX would get the Southeast.
Yeah, cause CSX. Well, CSX was already in the Southeast.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how our new system works. Let's see if we can get cars to the main end here without derailing. Hello, Rio Grande. How are you? Or as I used to say when I was a little child, the Rio Grande.
No, the meme I always thought I made up a few years ago of just the Rio Grande.
The Rio Grande.
Rio Grande.
I hope you're feeling better as well, you mean.
I guess they're just solo ST50 in the
Excuse
yard
me?
to break cross.
Where are you going?
They're going on an adventure.
They're going on a trip in their favorite rocket ship.
Zooming through the sky.
Nobody's got brakes. Damn it.
They are gonna die.
Back home.
They don't have handbrakes on those cars. Nobody on that
Yeah.
consist has handbrakes.
I'll be right back.
I'll throw a random boxcar that I know has handbrakes. Well, then you did it wrong. Marietta, Georgia module? That'd be fun. There we go. Got that to stop. Make sure that on these humps that you create, that if the hump module is not working correctly for you, make sure that at the very end of the line that the cars that you use have handbrakes on it. Lots of hills and lots of grades. That sounds fun. I'm gonna try to get this train humped here before I have to bounce out of here for the night. Let's see. Chicken food? Still smells pretty good. That's awesome. We got chicken Philly steak. No. Chicken Philly cheese. It smells delicious. Whatever's going on in that kitchen, it smells delicious. We only got like 8 minutes left. Yeah, jump. Wait, Z, you back? No. I don't know. What do you guys think of Duncan Yard? I think I finally got the hump sorted. Reach your blue sky. This is why I want to keep the bowl track kind of simple. Oh, you're leaving us, Rio? Alright, bud. Have a good one. The hill's too high. I agree. I think the hill does need to come down. We also want to make sure we give these guys enough momentum to come down as well. Hello, Thunder Gaming. How are you? Yeah, that's true. More trains running on Thunderhead. That'll be coming really soon too. My evening's going pretty good, Thunder, I have to say. It's going pretty good. Got to chill with all you guys for a little bit. And especially get to chill with all the members tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we begin the live showing of episode 2 of the On Down the Line podcast. Come to you live, members only, beginning tomorrow. All right, Sean, you enjoy the rest of your evening as well. We'll catch you next time. Have you reached 30 likes yet? If not, what are you doing? For your wedding on Saturday? Oh no! Well, congratulations anyway. You can catch up with it though. Congratulations, Jack. I'll be you some love. Train. That's perfect timing. I have to say. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. Right now, we're doing some manual humping. Take that as you will. The hump module doesn't really work anymore, so we had to come up with another idea. Welcome back, Z.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye out. We have new kitten, and I was making sure that new kitten wasn't causing trouble.
Conroe AC60s, like I said, I will ask. We can commission our mods whenever they release their AC6000 to do a fictional Conrail one. See if he'd do it. I'm friends with the guy on Facebook, and he's in the WIT Discord, so you know. Don't think it wouldn't be too much to ask. That or an Conrail AC44 just for shits and giggles. Last 2 cars. And how fitting.
One of them is Conrail. So Z, after adding retarders and stuff, the hump yard actually works pretty good. Just make sure that you have at least one car at the end of each bowl track, and make sure that the car has a handbrake that is set to catch your train after it hits the retarder, because the retarder slows it down to 12 miles an hour. Nope, 14. It went from 12 to 14 for some reason. Okay. Our first hump train in Duncan. Now, how big was that train before I started? I have no idea. Oh, this one got shoved out. Just slightly. Because its handbrake wasn't released, or was released anyway. Well, there we are. There we have it. And then I'm pretty sure they'd wait and sort another train, because look, nothing got put in this far track. But I'm pretty sure they'd wait and sort another train before they empty the hole. I mean, do I hear? I do hear it. Hold on, 1 second. Un momento, por favors. Por favors. That's the thing. I don't. The music's loud. I've done it on purpose.
Please say goodbye.
call it there, Sammy. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. But until we see us the next time, remember to always be yourselves, love yourselves, and always hail yourselves. And remember, tomorrow, for all the members only, you can also get your membership for just $2.99. Just check out the join button down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for if you enjoy this, especially. But until we see you next time, my friends, here from Denton Yard, here in... Denton? This is not Denton. Here from Duncan Yard, here in Duncan, New York. We'll see you next time. We'll see you on down the line. Bye-bye.
Bye.